Hi everybody, welcome back again. It's Gina, and today I'm using the papers that I created with my sprays and with just dyeing and just trying out the different colors of the food coloring. So these are the pages, and this is how they came out. I decided that I'm going to make a little book out of the pages. So what I'm doing here is sorting them, trying to see, because I ripped them in half. I don't know if y'all remember the video, I will link it below. But I ripped the pages in half to make it easier while I was dyeing it and spraying. So I dipped and I sprayed with the spray bottle. I put the food coloring in, mixed it with water, and I sprayed. So we have some nice, wonderful colors. What I'm doing now is trying to join back the pages. I'm making little hinges using strips of paper. I'm folding the paper in half. I didn't measure, I just, kind of average. I usually don't measure, I'm sorry. But if you are the measuring type, probably an inch or an inch and a half maybe. And fold them in half. And what I'm going to do is stick I'm using a regular glue stick, and I'm sticking each side of the paper on each side of the strip. So I'm trying to keep the middle free. So that way I'm creating a larger page, and it folds in half. Hence, it's called a hinge. I realized here that I made a mistake by putting glue all in the middle. I'm trying to wipe it off now. And I'm kind of annoyed with myself. But then I decided to put a strip in the middle in the front so that it will block the glue and the page won't stick together when it's folded. So you could do that, put a hinge in front and behind, or you could just put it on one side. It's up to you. For me, it meant using more paper, so just because I made the mistake with this one, I decided to cover it. But and for the rest, I am just going to be more careful where I'm placing my glue. So now I'm just going to go through the process of trying to match up the pages. And when I say match, I mean not in terms of color and trying to get it to fit back exactly how it was, but just to see which, just basically like the sizes of the pages to see what looks good to my eye. That's what I mean by matching up. I love the look of the torn edges, so I'm leaving it like that, and I'm just, matching it up based on how I think it looks. So that's the process that's happening right now. So for the hinges, which is the strips of paper, you can use any paper that you like. You can use a paper that matches the pages themselves, or whatever you have. It's up to you, and it's your book that you're making if you decide to make one. So it's whatever you like. As you can see, the hinge that I'm using is blue, and my papers are kind of purple, yellow. It's multicolored. So yes, I have colored pages with colored strips, but at the same time, you can use book pages. You could use, if you have any old books, any old copybooks, any old notepads with writing on it, anything, it's up to you. It's your book, and you could use whatever strips you want. And even the pages, you don't have to use the dyed pages if you didn't dye any. You could use regular pages, and if you want to put them together, this is one way that you could join pages to make a larger page. So yeah. Now we're moving on to my notebook pages. I'm just checking the size here, and because there are holes in the middle, I know that it's eventually going to, it's not strong enough and it's eventually going to break apart. So I'm also putting my hinge strips in the middle of these pages as well, just to give it some extra strength, because I don't want my book to fall apart on me while I'm using it, while I have it. You know, I'm just trying to strengthen it. So as you can see, these hinges don't match at all to my page, but I like these kind of scrappy books. That's just me. Like I said, if you all have dyed pages and your pages are this color, you can use the same color hinges. It's up to you. I like this look. Remember, it's your book and you can make it however you want. For this one, my colored papers ran out, so I'm just using the same glue paper that I was using on the side to join it. You could use any paper that you have at hand. Now these green pieces were my drawing book pages, so these I actually had left whole. So all I'm doing with these is just folding them in half so they will go into my book. I don't have to join them, I'm actually making it smaller by folding them in half. And with these, I had pulled them out from the drawing book through the center, so they're actually still joined as a double page. So I'm just folding and then separating those into two separate pages. These papers were from a drawing book as well, but from a smaller drawing book, and I'm still going to use these pages even though they're different sizes and they seem a lot smaller. I'm still going to use them. So again, I'm just folding them in half so that they can make up my book. Now all my pages are done. I separated them into categories of size, and I'm just sorting them now by not putting all the same sizes together. I want it staggered. So what I'm doing is putting them in what we call a signature, which is a group of pages that you put inside of each other, and that bunch of papers is called a signature. So I'm just doing a flip through to see if I like the order of it, and I'm just adding more to see, you know. I don't want it too. I'm trying not to put the same sizes together or the same colors. And for the outside, I'm trying to put a thicker sheet, because you know it's different types of papers as well, so that it will be stronger. But because I strengthened the spines of them by adding the hinges, it's great. So that's 2 I put aside so far. I think each signature has about 9 pages, I think, give or take a couple, 1 or 2 pages. Right, so I have 1, 2, and 3 signatures.